Well, folks, it's 9 straight games with a point for your Vancouver Canucks. It is 4 straight wins in fairly convincing fashion. This Canucks team didn't play great tonight, but I guess when you're rolling, when you're hot, you're hot. With all the talk about how this team cannot sustain this, right? Their shooting percentage is too high, their their save percentage is too high, their expected goals are too low. It's just not sustainable for a very long time. And is that correct? Absolutely. Is Thatcher Demko going to have a 948 all year? No. Is Besser going to score 60, 70 goals? Probably not. But the Canucks have now built themselves such a nice buffer, 21 points in 13 games. They're on like a 130, 140 point pace, something in those lines. Again, they're not going to finish there, but if they ride out a 95 point pace the rest of the year, they're sitting pretty with like 100 to 102 points. And this team is very comfortably now second in the Pacific and second in the Western Conference, ahead of Dallas, ahead of Colorado. And they're a wagon, 59 goals for, 26 against, and yeah, they didn't play great tonight. They had 16 shots. I mean, they had 3 more shots that got taken off the board because they scored early. But man, when you're hot, you're hot. So let's break this one down. Just came off of a 40-minute show, Game Over Ottawa crossover with Vancouver. So I've been talking for a while, but we'll try to keep it going here. And it starts 15 seconds in. Brock Besser scores a goal that no one caught. Well, I guess Forsberg caught it with his glove. Just his glove was in the net. And it sort of looked like it on the, he took the shot and it looked like Forsberg's glove kind of got caught on the post. On replay, his entire web of the glove was in the net. So Brock Besser's got 11 goals this season. 11 goals in 13 games for Brock. What a start for him. 15 seconds in, Canucks have the lead. And then 3 minutes later, you have Ilya Mikheyev getting his 4th goal of the season. Mikheyev's played 8 games now, by the way, or now 9, I think, and he's got like 8 points. He's been very good with Pettersson and Kuzmenko. That line's looking so strong. What a play by Andrei Kuzmenko here. Goes great forecheck along the wall. If this puck gets past him, it's an odd man rush for Ottawa the other way, but it doesn't. Kuzmenko gets a piece of it. It goes to Pettersson. Pettersson with the heads up pass over to Mikheyev, who makes a nice little move, just hesitates, waits for the legs to open, fires that puck 5-hole, 2-0, 3 minutes in. And then what do the Canucks do when it's 2-0? They take their foot right off the gas. The Canucks got themselves a 2-goal lead on 2 shots and decided, hey, what if we just take one more shot for the next 17 minutes? Do you think that's good? Do you think we'll probably be fine if we do that, right? Probably not the best idea. Power play for Ottawa, pretty good kill. Best chance for the Canucks the rest of the period, their 3rd shot, their only shot the rest of the way. Ilya Mikheyev gets a breakaway off of a steal, tries to go 5-hole again, gets stopped. And then late in the period, about 1 minute and 45 seconds to go, Ian Cole flubs it. Puck comes in on Ian Cole, and it's, I've mentioned in the past that I really like the flip play to the opposing D-man. You flip it up, and then it sort of lands right at them, and sometimes it hops, sometimes it doesn't, but you can make a little pressure on them. And it hopped on Cole, and he just fanned on the clear. Batherson was right on him, took the puck away from him, went in alone, and beat DeSmith. Not great from DeSmith here. I think he could have made himself a little bigger. He sort of shrunk into his net, but you're probably not expecting that play to happen if you are Casey DeSmith. Here's the problem. Shots in the first period, 11-3 in favor of the Ottawa Senators. 3 shots all period, and that was the Besser goal, the Mikheyev goal, and the Mikheyev breakaway. 3 high danger chances, but that was all 3 of their shots. So we go to the second, and again, the Sens have most of the pressure to start this period. They tie it up halfway in. An unlucky goal for the Canucks. It's Artem Zub. Just fires a shot from the point. It hits Pettersson's foot. I think it might have been his stick. He was looking at his stick after, but it looked like his foot, and it goes over to Smith. Unlucky. It's a point for Matthew Highmore if you're keeping track. So we're tied at 2, and Ottawa's got all the momentum in this one. Then the Canucks get bailed out a little bit. Dakota Joshua lays a hit on Josh Norris. Norris then gets up, is mad, and trips Joshua while the ref's watching. Canucks go to the power play, and on this power play, the Canucks, who had the 4th best power play in the league, the 2nd best power play on the road, did absolutely nothing. 2 prime chances for the Ottawa Senators. You have Matthew Highmore on an open breakaway who fans on a shot. You have Parker Smith on a breakaway. Shout out Parker. Just an awful power play. And then after that power play, you have Brady Tkachuk shoveling the puck through the crease. Wide open net, had time to put it onto his backhand and slide it in, but just panic shovels it right through the crease, and the Canucks are somehow still in a tie game. And then 60 seconds after Tkachuk puts that puck through the crease, the Canucks go the other way. 3-on-2, Phil DiGiuseppe heads up back, little drop pass to JT Miller. And JT Miller, with one of the best shots you will ever see from JT Miller, just leans into it, flexes the stick, rips it bar down. Just an absolute snipe from JT Miller. So the Canucks played okay in the second period. Shots were 7-7, and they get out of it with the lead, 3-2. So we go to the third. About halfway through this period, the Canucks, again, not a ton going on early in the period. Again, the Sens had most of the pressure with the Canucks down a goal. Really nice play here again from Andrei Kuzmenko. Makes pressures his defenseman at the blue line in the Canucks zone, helps get the breakout. He gets that puck out to Elias Pettersson. Elias Pettersson gains the line, hits the brakes, waits for traffic to develop in front of the net, and then he throws it about 4 to 6 feet wide left, like way wide left. And Ilya Mikheyev kicks his leg out, like fully just way out to the left, and gets his skate on it and deflects it in. An unbelievable play for Mikheyev to even reach for it. And he's probably just hoping like, hey, maybe I can knock it down and someone can bat it in just so it doesn't go into the corner. Maybe I can get a piece of it. And it is a perfect deflection into the net. It's Pettersson's 17th assist of the season, by the way. Just fantastic play. So it's 4 goals on 12 shots at that point for the Canucks. Who needs shooting percentage, right? Just score on every 3 shots. That's fine. Just do that all year. That'll make it easy. Canucks go to the power play. A really bad penalty call here. Chychrun lifts Connor Garland's stick. Connor Garland's own stick hits himself in the face, and Chychrun gets a high sticking penalty. And the Canucks score probably the fastest power play goal I've ever seen. 2 seconds flat. Face-off win. Miller back to Hughes. Hughes one-timer. Pettersson 95 miles an hour. Standing dead still for Elias Pettersson. A 95 mile an hour rocket. Unbelievable shot. Goes back against the grain too, with the goalie moving the wrong way. Just beautiful. Pettersson's got 7 plus 17, 24 points in 13 games, top of the league. Unbelievable. And that's how this game ends. 5 goals on just 16 shots for the Canucks. They scored on 31.2% shooting percentage. That doesn't sound right. Is that right? That is right. 11 to 16. Wow. Yeah. 31.2 shooting percentage. That's crazy. Crazy good. So let's go pluses and minuses from this game, because let's be real. The Canucks did get outplayed, right? Let's go to the analytics portion here, and I can definitely share this with you all as we pull up the old machine and you can see part of my screen here. Let's take a look at the analytics. So, at all situations, I don't even want to just look at 5-on-5 because power play was so bad that it doesn't even impact anything. Shot attempts, 59-42. But here's the big thing, right? Scoring chances, 22-21 in favor of the Canucks. So even though the shots were 30 to 16, the Canucks had just as many scoring chances. Here's where it's real interesting. High danger chances. The Canucks had 9. The Sens had just 5 high danger chances in this game. Expected goals did go the Sens' way, 2.3 to 1.79, but not drastically. Like, honestly, for the shot differential to be, essentially double, for expected goals to just be 56 to 44, the Canucks played okay. What else do I got for you here? 5 straight wins. 5 straight wins. Let's go. That is huge. And when you're hot, you're hot. It's hard to break streaks in this league. Even when you get outplayed, sometimes just the pucks go your way. They go up against Anton Forsberg, who's got an .833 save percentage now this year. They went up against a goalie that they could beat. I already mentioned 24 points for Elias Pettersson. That's fantastic. Teddy Bluger is close to returning. That's nice as well. Brock Besser. I mean, what a story for Brock. He's on pace for like 70 goals, I think. He's got 11 in 13 games. No one expected this, right? We were hoping maybe he can get like 25 to 30. Brock Besser's looking like a 40 goal scorer right now. The way he's playing too. It's not just that all of his shots, like the pucks are going in for him. Like you look at some of these goals, he's just being in the right area. He's in the dirty areas. I mean, this shot was so hard that it pulled the goalie's glove into the net, right? The goalie couldn't get there in time. He had to put the glove in the net to even get there. Besser is just hot right now, and that's fantastic for the Canucks. I have Casey DeSmith as a plus in this one. I mean, you just look at it from a save percentage perspective. He had a, was it 933 tonight? That's very, very good. He stops 28 of 30. Scary thing is I think the Sens had more shots on Canucks power plays than the Canucks did, which ain't that good. And DeSmith had a couple of scary moments. Like there was a few saves that he made where he very clearly just didn't see the puck, but he got enough of it. And that's good enough for me. On the minus side, they got outplayed. Like genuinely, the Canucks power play didn't look good all game, right? 3 power plays. They technically score that one in 2 seconds, but their 2 full length power plays looked atrocious and they were giving up breakaways against. That could have really turned the tide of this game. And if the power play is clicking, this game is not very close, right? Throughout. Penalty kill was pretty good. They go 2 for 2 and they kept a lot of stuff to the outside. So that's nice, but yeah, you don't want to start off a road trip against a team that's on a second night of a back-to-back. You just had an extra day of rest on your travel trip. They came out hot and then they sat back, which you don't want to see. I would love to see the Canucks come out on Saturday against Toronto. Toronto's also on a second night of a back-to-back. I would love to see them just go in there and put the pedal down right off the bat. Because this team's good. They're just not good enough. They're not the 2011 team yet, right? They're not good enough to just sit around for 2 periods and then go out in the third and win. They need to be playing a full 60, and Rick Tocchet knows that. And I have full faith right now in Rick Tocchet to get the most of this team because he has continuously done that over and over again. Other than that, I don't have much else to say about this one. It was fairly low event, right? 46 shots total. The Canucks are 10-2-1, 21 points. They're 2 points back of Vegas, and they have a game in hand over Vegas because they've lost their last 2. Folks, the Canucks by the end of the weekend could be the top team of the Western Conference. Like, that's not exaggerating. They could genuinely be the top team in the NHL by Sunday night. Isn't that a crazy thing to think about? Do I think that'll happen? Maybe not. I mean, tough test against the Leafs. The Leafs are floundering, and look, if you're going to get to play them twice this year, it's nice to get one of these games out of the way while this Leafs team is not doing too hot. They lost to the Sens 6-3 yesterday. They had that game against the Lightning that they were down 4-1 and they came back and won it. But the Leafs are 6-5-2. They're a 500 hockey team right now. And the Canucks need to take advantage of that, especially since they are on the second night of a back-to-back. Because they play the Flames on Friday, tomorrow. So short rest for them. And then we've got the Habs on Sunday who play the Bruins on Saturday. So both teams are on second nights of back-to-back. DeSmith will probably get that Sunday one, but you can find me right here, Parker's Pucks. After both of those games, I'll have a video up for you. Thank you all very much for joining. Thank you for getting us to 4,000 subscribers. Keep those numbers going. Let's hit 5K by the end of the year. I would love that. Thank you all very much for hanging out. And 10-2-1. Nothing to complain about here.